Well, it's Wednesday and my son's going to have his 6th baby. Well, not my son, his wife. Okay, so Mandy is in the hospital right now, getting ready to have a baby. And I am in the shed. Or I'm in the I'm at the store. And oh boy. I am wondering what am I doing? Let's turn on all the lights. Today is another day. So today is another day, and my name is Bryan Young, and if anybody doesn't know, my name is Bryan Young, and I am the owner. Well, actually, I'm the co-owner of Young's new Professor Tinker's Workshop. Well, no, not Professor Tinker's Workshop. Yeah, Professor Tinker's. And we are a toy store that sells slot cars and we sell slot cars. Plus, we have airplanes. I'm going to fly this again today. And we sell RC. We sell a lot of stuff. I had a very nice I oh, I can't even explain what I had. So funny. Okay. Let me put these Hot Wheel cars. I got all these Hot Wheel cars in this box here. We got so many Hot Wheel cars. I'm going to hang all these Hot Wheel cars. We used to have a lot of Hot Wheels. Batmobile stuff. Batmobile Hot Wheels. A lot of these are classics. Some of these are vintage. Fart Zone. Well, guys, what is my monologue today? Well, my monologue is this, that sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. You know that? I took the kids out to dinner last night. We went to Chili's. Okay, so this, I made this yesterday. This is one of the buildings that we sell. Okay, these take about an hour to put together. Now, some people don't like to do them because they're not a hobbyist. Okay, I'm a hobbyist. Okay, I like I like to do things like this. Okay, therefore, building something like this is fun. Okay, because it's creativity. Okay, and you know what I was listening to this morning? A psychiatrist was talking about how that as you get older, you don't do. Hold on a second. So, not a it wasn't a psychiatrist. It was a therapist, or maybe it was a psychiatrist. No, it wasn't a psychiatrist. But it was talking about brain. There was a group of scientists or doctors that interviewed a group of boys every 7 years from when they were 7 all the way to their 66. So they must have started this back in the 1960s. Okay. They interviewed them every 7 years, and they wanted to find out about their lives and everything, and how their how it was going. Okay, and what they found out was that obviously as we get older, we think that things are moving faster, and really it's not. What is really happening is that we are doing, when we get older, we're doing less, okay? And therefore, by doing less, time is moving faster. But if you're a kid, you're doing a million things, okay? 1,000 things. And so time is stretching on. And I noticed that, in my life, that I've got to start doing more things. I have to start being more active. And that's why doing this live stream, okay, is very therapeutic. I'm telling you, it is very therapeutical. Very therapeutical. I mean, it is really amazing doing this live stream every single day. And how it affects my memory, it affects my my cognitive ability. Every time I do a live stream, I'm putting more memories in my head. Okay, and the more I do, the more my memories. I'll have more memories, and my brain is constantly being stimulated. Okay, constantly, every day, because I'm doing these live streams. I'm talking nonstop, okay? Literally, I talk nonstop for 3 hours, okay? And by doing that, by doing that, it stimulates what I'm thinking and everything that I do. And that's why really everybody should be doing a live stream. Everybody should get their camera out and start a live stream channel. Okay, everybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're sitting at home. You should start your own live stream. Now, I don't know if you're going to get to 14,500 people like I am. Okay, I know Adam's trying to. I just like to dig Adam once in a while. But, you know, it is amazing. It's amazing how many people that we have affected here at Protinkertoys.com. So these are let me show you the buildings that we have in stock. I gotta move this card over real quick. Hold on. So, oh, you gotta be kidding. So, now we got more lights out. Dang it. So, So the photoreal buildings, that's what these are, photoreal buildings, okay? And what they've done is they've taken pictures of an existing building and they've then transferred them onto high, how do you want to say it? High gloss photo paper, okay? And they've created these buildings that if you design it, if you build it, listen, I could spend hours on this thing and make it absolutely realistic. You look at it and you go, is that real or is that a building or is that a cardboard building? Okay. I could spend hours on this, but you know what? That's, I don't have time really. I just want to show you that you can do this. Okay. And this is Taylor's motorcycle shop. All right. All right, see that? See that? Isn't that cool? And so there are tons of buildings, okay? There are lots of buildings that are available, okay? Let me put this, I'm going to put this over by the Loves building because it's really similar to the Loves building, okay? And, I mean, we have a whole series of these buildings. We have this is great to put like on your layout. This is the ticket and gate entrance to your racetrack, okay? Just a simple little building. And then we have the Quonset hut, which is my favorite. The Quonset hut is my favorite building, the Quonset hut. And we have a lot of the Quonset huts. And then we have the we're supposed to have a bunch of the boxed ones too, but I don't know. Oh, they're over there. I'm going to show you those in a minute. And then we have, so that's the ticket entrance, the ticket entrance, the ticket entrance, the ticket entrance. And then we have the 148 scale, and this is a much building. This is 148th. Wow, these are big. Well, you could use this for 132nd. This is basically a pit stall garage and that's 148th. Then you have 160, your race tower. This is cool. A race tower, race tower, race tower, race tower. I got way too many race towers. Holy cow, look how many race towers I have. And then this is one of my favorite, the fire department. We have a fire department. Okay, a couple fire departments. I have way too many race towers. Everybody needs to buy a race tower and put it on their layout, okay? And there's a lot of them that we're out of. I've got them coming here in a couple next week. So Mandy is in the hospital, and looks like she's going to be. She's going to be giving birth today. And then we have the Speedy's garage, which I already built the Speedy's garage. We have this 3 Speedy's garages. We have plenty of Speedy's garages. And then we have the winner's podium. Winner's podium, which is cool. A couple of those. Then we have the police station, the 164th police station. This is a nice looking one. I want to build this one next. Look at that one. That one's cool. The police station. I think we got 3 of those. And then we have the Wynn's Auto Parts. I already put this together. The Wynn's Auto Parts. Wynn's Auto Parts store. Then the pre-race inspection station. Pre-race inspection station. Now, these all used to be actually in boxes before COVID. COVID really ruined a lot of things. Then we have, now 132nd, we have the commercial steel garage. These are 132nd, really big 132nd. Then 148th, we've got a ticket. 148 scale. Guys, I don't know why they don't just put that at 132nd. Because it's pretty much the same scale. The people are the same scale. Anyway, we don't have a lot of 148th. We have a couple buildings, but we have a couple 132nd. I probably should get more 132nds, but I don't. And then we have the box versions. We have like 3 different box versions. The original Quonset hut. Here, let me turn this around so you guys can see it. We're almost sold out of Scalextric. I've got like maybe 20 cars left. Somebody wants to buy them all for $25 a piece. Go ahead and give me a call. I'll sell you all my Scalextric cars for 25 bucks a piece. You buy all of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, so the Quonset huts, so we have the race tower, the 3 stall pit garage, and see, they got these down here. We got Quonset huts, the modern gas station. That's a 164 scale. Modern gas station. Modern gas station. Scale model grandstands. Modern gas station. Press tower. Three stall pit garage. We got 3 stall pit garages. These were the ones they used to make in a box like this when they first came out. This is how they used to be made. The Quonset hut, Taylor's motorcycle shop. 3-stall Quonset hut. Gas station. Ticket and gate entrance, 164 scale. That's cool looking. Race tower, modern gas station. That one's neat. Grandstand, grandstand. Quonset hut, Quonset hut. Quonset hut. You know, the Quonset hut was one of the was the cheapest building they found out in World War II to build. They could build a Quonset hut in record time. Press tower, a gas station, and race tower. Put that right here. Race tower. Oh, race tower. Put that right down here. Race tower. Quonset hut. Quonset hut. Gas station. I got way too many gas stations. Speedy's Garage. That's a nice one. Speedy's Garage. Race tower and race tower. We got to get all these hung. But these are all the buildings that we sell, see, to spruce up your layout, okay? To add to your layout, okay? That's the key, is to add to your layout, all right? That's what you want to do, is to add to your layout. You want to spruce up your layout, okay? And that's what you want to get. You want to be able to get. You want to be able to make your layout look different. Now, see, that's what's nice about this building here, the Loves building. You know, this is just a nice little simple building, but you know, if you spruce it up with some flocking and a couple trees over top of here or something like that, you can make this look realistic, okay? Because your eye sees something quickly, okay? And it perceives it to be real, okay? And that's why model building is so, it's an art, because you can take a simple, I could take one of my slot cars, and if I set it on the right diorama, you would think it's a real car, based on the lighting, based on the how you're photographing it, in what area you're photographing it. You can make it look realistic, okay? And because your eye is, hey, you don't act like it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not funny today. Hey, what's up about your hair? Yeah, nobody likes my hair, okay? All right, thank you, Derek. Unbelievable. Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody that's watching the live stream. And so, so that's why, you know, by adding more flocking to your layout, to your building, makes it look more realistic, like putting a tree next to it, okay? And that's why it looks realistic. You could take, what happened to my, hold on a second. Well, let's get a thing here. Where are they here? See, now this could be, you could put this on your layout and you could put a 57 Bel Air in front of it. See how realistic that looks? Or you could be pulling in, okay? To look at the, and so this adds to your layout. Or you could take a piece of a track and put it next to it and have a car go in front of it, okay? Which gives realism, okay? That's why these are very key for your layout. If you want to make your layout more realistic, you want to get these. Now, you could take these and buy yourself, you could buy balsa wood and you can cut balsa wood to make trim, okay? To where you can detail the trim of this building with some balsa wood. Just a simple piece of balsa wood along here would give it depth and a visual, okay? And like with the sign here, I just put this together up, but you can detail this sign to where it looks more realistic, okay? That's why sometimes people don't like these because they don't think they're realistic. I think they're beautiful, actually, and I think they spruce up a layout 10 times better than a layout that doesn't have any buildings. Okay, and that's why we sell these buildings. Okay, I'm gonna put this building here. I'm gonna leave it right here, and I'm gonna put a car right there, right like that. Okay. So that you guys can see what it looks like, okay? What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. So Mandy, oh, Mandy is supposed to have a baby today. Maverick Wolfgang Young. Maverick Wolfgang. What a name. Maverick Wolfgang. What a name. Charles is my next video. Charles, my next video will feature his afro. Why do you have a perm if you just cover it up with that hat? Well, I don't have to wear the hat. If you don't want me to wear the hat, I don't have to wear the hat. Okay. Here, I'll get it. I'll redo it. Hold on. Hey. First of all, the perm did not take. It's curled, but it didn't take. And I don't know if it's my age. The girl is off today. I left a message with the salon and she's going to call me tomorrow of why it's not curled. Okay. I don't know why. I'm not, put it back on. Okay. I'll put it back on. All right. Look homeless. Charles, my next video will feature his afro. Unbelievable. Oh, you keep that hat because it's actually like the afro. Hello, everyone. There is no benefits to a perm. It doesn't increase profits. Mr. Hickson. I knew he would say something about my perm. I knew Mr. Hickson would say something about my perm. Okay. I knew it. I knew he would say something about my perm, okay? I knew it. I knew he would say something about my perm, Mr. Hickson. He loves me, I think. Hard to curl gray hair. Well, I don't know if that's true or not. It might be. I don't know. All right, so let me plug in all this stuff that I had to unplug because I had to take the battery charger back to the house and charge it because the battery was dead. Let me plug in everything that needs to be plugged in. Rage, that's not the right charger. So Mandy is gonna give birth today. She's supposed to be giving birth a boy. Hey, you need to fire. You need to fire your hair black. I could still smell the perm. You know that's what's so funny. I can still smell the perm, but it's not intense. You know, I don't see the perm. You know, it's not there. I don't think it took. And that's what I'm going to ask her tomorrow when I go or when I call her. She's supposed to call me tomorrow. Okay, so we don't have another update. We don't have an update, but I want to go over the. I want to show off the 55 Bel Air again because everybody is wanting to know when is this car going to come out. And the 55 Bel Air is one of our new exclusives. And high and tight would look best. That's the 55 Bel Air. This was the original artwork before we actually got finished models of it. This is the 55 Bel Air. There it is, right there. Daniel was supposed to get this products. Let's see if he finally got it on there. Oh, it is. The Golf Bel Air. It's up there. So if you go to our website, you'll see the Golf Bel Air, all the photographs. There are 1,000 available, okay? There's 1,000 available, and it's active too. You can buy. Why is it active? Well, you can't buy them. They're not available yet. What the heck, Daniel? What are you... Uh-oh. Now, why is that active? Okay, we need to get some salon gel for the perm. It will Still dry, fluffy, but the product will help define the curls more. Okay, you need to get some salon gel for perm. Okay. All right, so I need to get some salon gel for the perm, okay? That's what Mandy's in the hospital, and she's commenting about my perm. Mandy called last night, wanted me to take the boys, and I said I will, and I told her, now you do know, Mandy, that I love you very dearly, even though I pick on you, okay? Because I love to pick on you, Mandy, and I do care about you, and I'm hoping that you are doing well, and that the baby is about ready to come out, because Maverick. That's what it's Maverick. It's Maverick. The name is going to be Maverick. Okay, Maverick Wolfgang. Why would you have your middle name Wolfgang? What the heck? Now Maverick, I can understand that because that was actually a good movie. Okay, and the reason it was a great movie is because the original Maverick actually starred. Oh shoot, who was the original Maverick? But they canned him for somebody else. Maybe it was Roger Moore was the original Maverick, and then they switched to Jim Arness, or I mean, hey, aren't these new cars supposed to be a draft because it shows active?
What new car?
The club car, the new golf car. It shows 1,000 active.
Yeah, but if you go to it, it's under the template. Coming soon.
Oh, okay, coming soon. So it's you got it correct then.
Yeah, you can't buy it.
You can't buy it. Mm-hmm. What are the babies doing?
They're doing their baby thing. Hey, somebody keeps calling from Integrity. You signed an electrical bill with them last year. Are you signing up with them again this year?
Oh, he always calls me. I get tired of him calling.
So say you're not interested.
Yeah, he's supposed to. I just hope that he would just finally goes away.
Yeah, but you got to sign up with somebody.
All righty. Okay. All right. Thank you.
No, are you with Integrity or who are you with?
I'm with whoever the company. See, it's a scam. See, this whole electric thing in Ohio is a scam. Okay, and
I'm sure it is.
It is,
and who are you using?
It doesn't really matter because you're always it's a scam and you
just get to pick who scams.
I know that, and I don't like it. But anyways, all right, I'll get taken care of. Is that why you called me?
Yeah, well, they keep. It's a girl that keeps calling.
No, it's a guy that calls me. So there's two of them. There's two of them.
Who are you choosing?
I know that's coming soon. All right, great, thank you. All right, so if you go to the website, it will say coming soon. The item number is CP8262. Coming the Bel Air. We got all the images for the Bel Air. All the images. If you go to our website, it will show you all the images of the car. Okay. Oh, this is going to be sweet. And there's only 1,000 available. Hey, the guys really want to know who you're going to pick for your local electric power. Adam, you're really a jerk sometimes. You know that? I don't really care. Hey, the guys really want to know who you're going to pick for your local electric power. Yeah, Wolfgang Armides. James Garner. That's right, James Garner. I'm sorry, James. All right, let's get back to Maverick. So James Gardner was the original Maverick. Okay, he's the one that played that in the 1960s, early 60s. Then, he became, popular with his TV show, but he was also popular with Rockford Files. Well, anyways, they came out with a movie in the 1990s with Mel Gibson as Maverick. okay? But he was actually, so James Arnett or James Gardner was in the movie too, and that was the original Maverick. So, uh, what's his name was actually his son, okay, and which is his last name was Maverick, So and it had Coburn in it, or what's his name? Oh shoot, it had a lot of famous actors, a lot of famous cowboy actors from that day, from the '60s, okay, and it's a great movie. It's a funny movie. You want to watch it maybe once every 2 years, okay? And that is Maverick with it's got Jodie Foster in it. She's okay in it, and it's got Mel Gibson, James Gardner, Richard Coburn, or James Coburn, the guy that played in like Flint. I can't think of his name. I'm losing my mind. Yep, 6 kids. So Ryan is now going to have 6 kids. He will not pay taxes now for the next 20 years. For the next 20 years, Ryan will not pay taxes for the next 20 years. And I've told this to people, a million times. I never paid taxes, especially the first 20 years of my, when I had Young's Newsstand, I paid 0 taxes every year because I had 6 kids. I was having a new kid every year, and that would just compound the deductions, and I would just never have to pay any taxes. Then I was getting a refund, okay, because they had a child tax credit. I never paid taxes, let's put it that way, okay? The only tax I paid was school, I think I paid school. So the more kids you have, the less taxes you pay. Okay, that's just the fact, And matter of fact, it should be that if you have children, you don't pay any income tax at all. You're exempt. You're exempt from income. Now you have to pay your Social Security, but you're exempt from income tax if you're having children. Okay, that's what we want to have, more children. Everybody in America should have at least 6 children, at least 6. Okay, every family should have at least 6 children. Okay, at least 6. Okay, I had 6, then I adopted 4. I mean, how crazy is that? But based on what this guy told me, I found out about it just this morning about the. They interviewed these a group of boys at the age of 7. They interviewed them the first time when they were 7, and they just finished interviewing in their 60s. So they've interviewed them every 7 years. Can you believe that? And what they found out is that it has nothing to do with time. Oh, we think our time is going faster because I think things are going faster. The more I do, the slower things will get. But normally, an old person like me, I'm in my 60s, we do less. But because I'm so active with the store and with this live stream and doing things like last night, I just built this. I'm 66. I just built. And then I had Dale yesterday. Ken had with the tank. He came over to the house. He just built a tank. He's doing things. He's active. That's the thing that's going to keep you young, is active. You got to do something to keep you active. So if you want to go to the website, boy, these are good. This is a good listing too. This is a good listing, man. Good cracker. Coming soon. Upcoming release. Oh, let's see. What kind of video? Items that are coming soon, okay? So, for example, I didn't even know about this. No one told me about this. Is the Storm Chaser, okay? The 23-foot. Wow. All the exclusives. If you go to our website, Selling Fast is the this thing right here. You know what's selling really fast is this thing right here, the Golf Tanker. And that's going to go along with the Golf 55 Bel Air. Okay. The Golf Bel Air and the Golf Tanker, these are going to go right next to each other. Okay. You know, a lot of people, they say they do this and they do that. Oh, I've done this and I've done that. You know, I could not, you know, and I don't like to say this, but you know what? Sometimes I have to, because sometimes people get the wrong impression of me. Water broke. Okay, her water broke. Okay, so Mandy's water broke. Now, if you don't know what that means, is that a woman is standing here and they got all this water where the baby is, and all of a sudden the bag just breaks and you have a flush of water just drops on the ground. So now the baby is in the canal ready to drop. Okay, the head is basically in perpetuity to come out of the body. Okay, so the baby. So this is what the world has been telling us, that the baby's not here. It's not human. Okay, so the baby is just tissue. Okay, so the baby has been in the mother. Now this is what I found amazing recently. There was a video, which Hickson loves videos on YouTube, and they were doing from conception to birth, and the baby in its last days of inside the mother's womb, the baby is actually looking around. Its eyes are open, and it's hearing everything that's going on. Okay, it's looking too. It's looking out like this, like what's going on here. You know, it's like what's happening. Okay, and now it is ready to drop. Now it is ready to pop like a pimple. Okay, and it's gonna drop. Okay, we got it. Mike Beagle. So the people who don't have kids have to pick. No, here's the deal. No, not at all, Mike Fiegel. Do you realize that in Ohio there are 1,000 children that are waiting to be adopted? 1,000 kids. Don't tell me that you're 60 years old and you don't know what to do. There is a kid or a girl or a group of kids that are sitting in an adoption place or a foster that are waiting to be adopted. Okay? And if you're in your 60s, okay, hey, you know what? That's at least 30 years of fun. Thanks, Mom. That's funny, Scott. That's disgusting. So don't tell me that, are you my daddy? Yes, I'm your daddy. It's Alive. Oh, that was a terrible movie in the 70s. How many remember seeing the movie It's Alive? Okay. Oh my gosh, that was probably, I think that's the movie that really started all these horror films, is It's Alive. That was probably the scariest movie I've ever seen after the Night of Living Dead. Okay. It makes 6 more taxpayers. That's right. Sooner or later, Ryan's kids are going to be taxpayers. All 6 of those are going to be taxpayers sooner or later. Okay. And the more people we have, that's the thing. We need more people paying taxes, okay, Social Security, into the Social Security. Now, just because we don't pay income tax doesn't mean that I'm not being productive. I still pay my Social Security taxes. I still pay my school taxes and everything. But I am being an incentive to have more kids, because the more kids is the less amount of taxes overall we pay. Okay. All right. So that's just a little history in taxes. Okay. Now, Arbuckle totally agrees with me on this. I know Arbuckle does, because he's told me he agrees. Arbuckle agrees with me about 99% of the time. Arbuckle does, about 99% of the time. Sometimes there's some things he just can't agree with me on. which I totally understand, and I appreciate Arbuckle. I appreciate Arbuckle more than he realizes. Okay, Arbuckle is my left hip. Okay, and that's important. Okay, thanks to Trump. Thanks to Trump. No tax on Social Security now. I know. You shouldn't have to pay Social Security. You shouldn't have to pay Social Security on taxes. Why they like to sneak that in, I have no idea. I worked all my life for Social Security. Now you're telling me I have to be taxed on something you already took from a tax? How does that make sense? Oh, did you hear about the Super Bowl? Why they would ever have a Super Bowl in California again, I'll never know. Do you realize what happened to the quarterback? Okay, so the quarterback, okay, of the Seattle Seahawks, they're the winners, and they got $150,000, I think. But the quarterback, he didn't win that 154 because the way California did is they retroactive your pay, whatever you did in training. If that's amount, whatever that amount is, then that's you're taxed. And so the quarterback actually has to pay $264,000 in taxes to California. I would never have a Super Bowl in California ever again. Ever again. Do you realize that he won 164,000, but he has to pay 245,000? That doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. Here's the thing that I always say, how is it that Florida, a state that has more people than the state of New York, has zero income tax? And New York, which is bankrupt, they have an income tax and they still don't have enough money. Does that make any sense? The reason being is the people that actually work, okay, they're paying everything, and the people that don't work, the people that they're living off the society. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? What are you doing?
I'm getting an order.
Oh, somebody bought a bunch of the buildings.
They did.
Oh my gosh, look at how many. Now there are some over here. There's like 4 over here too.
Okay.
These boxes, these right here. Like I don't even know if these are in the system. We got the Quonset hut, we got the tickets, we got the press tower. We've got the grandstand and the gas station.
I believe those are in the system.
Are they in the system?
I believe so.
Okay. So we just sold some buildings. Must have been from yesterday. I'm telling you, every time I do a live stream, we sell something I do on live stream. Look at this little thing. Isn't this the sweetest little thing? So Mandy is about ready to have a baby. Billy Bob, people are buy anything here. Can't give an answer. Let's see. Thanks, Trump. No tax on tickets. How many golf tankers were purchased? Well, we sold 50 in the last 2 days, golf tankers. We don't have many of these left. We only have like 150 of these left, golf tankers. Yep. 150 of these things left. Absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, if you don't get your golf tanker on order, okay, you're in big doo-doo. You're in big doo-doo, okay, if you don't get your golf tanker. This thing is beautiful. You know what's even more beautiful? Now go to our website. I don't know if if any of you have ever been to our website. If you're new to this channel, okay, don't forget to like and subscribe right on the bottom there. Like and subscribe. Just click the notification bell first of all. Click the notification. There's a little bell there. You click that, and you turn on all the notification bell. Okay. Turn on device notifications. Okay, so changing notifications not available while using. And then you want to share. Okay. And you also want to give us thumbs up. You want to do all those important things if you're watching the live stream, okay? Because it helps us grow as a channel. Do you realize, let me make this very clear. Do you realize that if I got just 1,000 more subscribers, okay, that's 1,000 more subscribers, 2% of 1,000 is, 2% of 1,000 is 20 new customers, okay? 20 new customers. So if, let's say I had 1 million, well, I can't think that big. I'd like to think that big, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen. If I had 1 million subscribers, even 50,000 subscribers, okay, that's a real number. So if I had 50,000 subscribers, okay, what is 2% of 50,000? I'll wait. What's 50,000, 2% of 50,000? What's 2% of 50,000? 2% of 50,000. I know the number. I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me. 2% of 50,000. 2% of 50,000. 1,000. Now it's not the amount of people that are watching, okay? That's not your audience. The audience is the 2%, because the statistics tell you that about 2% of whatever's watching you or finding out about you are actually going to actually purchase. Okay, it's not who's watching. It's actually who's going to pull the trigger and buy something from you. So if 1,000 people would decide to buy this car, how fast would this car sell out? That's the key, really. And people, there's a lot of people that really don't know these numbers. They live in their own little town, okay? They live in their little area where they drive and everything. And they don't realize how big this country really is. I've driven around the country, 20 times, maybe 50, okay? Around the country, okay? Every state. I've been in every state except for Alaska and Hawaii and Puerto Rico. I've been in every state, okay? Well, actually, I've been in Puerto Rico, San Juan, on a cruise trip. I've been in every state. I do know how big this country is. I've driven across it, okay? And I've seen the scale and the size of this country, okay? And 1,000 people, we have 1,000 people that live here in town. This little town, Wayne, Ohio, has 1,000 people. Do you realize if all of a sudden, let's say everybody in this town all of a sudden realized that I was here, because I guarantee you only 5% of the people that live in town realize that I'm here. Do you realize if all of a sudden we became super popular? Let's say I was put on television on the Good Morning America or the Fox and Friends, okay? And everybody in town realized who I was. How fast do you think they would come down here and want to buy one of my exclusives and get my signature on it? I'm giving you an overall picture, okay? Overall picture and overall scope of how big this country is and the potential, the meager 1,000 cars that we are getting. Just 1,000. That's one car per every Hobby Lobby in the country. How long do you think that would last? Okay? That's why, when I tell people, I only have 100 of these left. Okay? Or all these exclusives that I had here that I showed you on Monday. Okay? All these cars, this is it. There's no more of these cars. And this was just something that I created at Protinkertoys.com. Okay? It's just something that I created at Protinkertoys.com. One day, take your hat off. Okay, Mike Fiegel wants me to take my hat off. Okay, I got to get some of that gel. Mandy told me to get this perm gel, and so if Trump got the wind, if Trump got a wind of your business, you're at oh my gosh. That is so true. If Trump ever got the wind of my business or found out about what I do, okay, it would. All he'd have to do is say, let's say he was sitting in the Oval Office and he's having one of his meetings, okay, and all of a sudden he hears about this guy named Bryan Young at Protinkertoys.com. How long do you? I think Nate would be. I think Nate would quit because the amount of people that would be coming here would be staggering. Okay, our website would freeze. Okay. Oh no, here's Derek. Now Derek's going to give us his opinion.
Hey, I told you must get you a jerry curl. And that butt. You hear me?
Yes, I did.
That's what you need to do, and you look real funny.
Okay, I will. I'll do it just for you. Okay.
Yeah, make sure I ain't gonna miss it if you do it.
All righty. Believe it. Bye. The guy's crazy. All right, so Mandy, she is broke. The water has broke on Mandy. That means that the simulatic fluid that has been encased the baby, that is all broke. Okay, and she is dropped like an egg. Okay.
I just need the auto roll first.
Auto World cars.
Yeah, I got those straight here.
All right, so we've got an order here. Let me look at this guy's order. Who is this guy? Okay, in Canada. We just got a Canadian. Holy moly. I'm going to pull this guy. Oh, this guy's buying all this new stuff. Holy cow, we got a Canadian. We got a Canadian. Oh, Canadian. You and Derek should go on a road trip to Vegas. That's a good idea. Take Derek to Vegas with me. All right, so he bought the Cadillac. Bought the Cadillac. He got the Willys Coupe. He's got the Thunderjet 408. 408. Ouch. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. 408. All right, 408. A Ford Thunderbolt. Police car. Ford Mustang. On call. And a 5-pack. You already got the 5-packs?
Yeah. And then the auto roll cards on those two.
Okay, so you got the GT cars. He bought all the GT cars. This guy from JJ Jeffries, brand new customer. 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 This guy is a brand new customer. Now we've got 411. Got both of the 416s. Unbelievable. You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny how You know, I'm just going to say this, that if somebody wanted to be an investor, okay, and wanted to have a business that literally has no limit in its growth, people talk about the stock market, how it, it's going this and this, but if you want to invest in a business that has unlimited growth, okay, it would be Protinkertoys.com. There is no limit. Do you realize that this car is going to sell out within a month I guarantee you this car will probably sell out before it even gets halfway across the ocean, okay? Because if this car sells out, let me make it very clear. If this car sells out before it gets across the ocean, we're immediately doing the Dodge van in the Pro Tinker Dodge van. Immediately, okay? And I might even be talking to Auto World about my Donuts with Bryan race set, okay, with a Coca-Cola tanker or a Coca-Cola van or a Coca-Cola vehicle with Coca-Cola on it and Hostess Twinkies, trying to get the donuts as fast as they can to Bryan. That's what I want that race set. I want it to look just like this, with a little building, a Protinkertoys, a little building, and I want to do the Hostess Twinkie, and then another truck with one that says Coca-Cola. Donuts with Bryan. That's going to be the set. That's it. I've already come up with it. That's it. I'm doing it plain. That's what I want. Donuts with Bryan. All the driving he does, it's a spare tire. All right, so this is guy ordered all of our exclusives, the Fords, and then he bought the this one here. So what I'm saying is that all the orders that we just got in are brand new customers. These people have never bought from us before. Okay?
Thank you.
They've never bought anything from us before. Okay? And the potential growth for slot cars, okay? And I really want to make this very clear. It's unlimited, okay? It's literally unlimited. It's a constant cash flow, okay? That's one thing I realize about business. And that's I think I realized it most when I had Young's Newsstand. Because Young's Newsstand was a cash cow, okay? It was a cash cow. It was just constantly cash. I was just constantly selling something, It was, every day, at the end of the day, I would always realize, the first thing at the end of the day, I'd look at how many 20s I had in my drawer. And if I had a stack of 20s this thick, I said to myself, wow, you had a good day today. You had a good day today. And that's the way it was. It was a cash cow. And that's what this business is. Professor Tinker's Protinkertoys.com is a cash cow. Okay. Now, can I oversaturate? No, I really can't. So we did all these cars back in 21 and 22. Okay. And now that, so we owed Auto World all this money back in 23. We were about $250,000 we owed them because of all these exclusives. Well, it's all gone now. I don't owe them a penny, but I still have inventory of all these cars. I still have probably, let's see here. Let's do an average. Let's see. I'd say we probably have maybe 5,000 cars left out of 40,000. 5,000 times, let's say $49, if we got $49 a piece on them. So that's $250,000 in inventory that I still have of my exclusives. Okay, that's not counting all of the Auto World cars. Okay. So the question is, okay, where's the limit? Where is the limit in slot cars? And I've said this until I'm blue in the face. Okay, there is no limit. Okay, the limit is unlimited right now. Okay, there is no peak. There is no peak sales right now. Okay, there's no peak. Did you realize that America back in the 70s and the 60s? Hey Siri, what was the population of the United States in the 1970s? 200,000. Okay, so all right, so the American population was 200,000 in the 1970s. Okay, and we had over 100 different department stores around the country. And auto world or slot cars was the number one hobby in the 70s, in the 60s. Okay. And they were selling millions of slot cars, making millions. They were making thousands of them, hundreds of thousands. Now we have 300 and I know I'm saying this, and a lot of you guys look at this like, Bryan, you're microeconomicing. Well, you know what? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I own this store, because I understand this, that there is no limit to what we can do. There is no limit to what we can do. That's what's so exciting, is there's no, listen, I bought almost 400 of these gangster cap guns, okay? This gangster cap gun, which I can't even show you because YouTube will ban me. But if you turn around here and you look above my shoulder, okay, both of those guns, I can't keep them in stock. Do you see all these guns here? These are all sold out. These are other guns that I have, but this is sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. I can't get any more of these guns because we sold all that they had. You know, I could be excited. I could be, oh, this is so cool, because I am. We're in a business. Now I get upset up and down. Daniel get me upset, and I'll tell Daniel, I quit. I'm done. I'm going to retire. I could do that, okay? And it's all part of the fun, you know? But, you know, the amount of product that we are selling, especially in slot cars, you know, they only made 1,000 of these sets. Somebody is calling us. Oh, my God. Where'd Nate go? Yo, bro. You know, so it's like, okay. And that's why people say, hey, you know, are you doing too many of these? Are you doing too many of these? Let me tell you, let me give you a fantasy, okay? Let me just tell you a fantasy. That if I won the lottery, let me just give you a fantasy that's never going to happen, but it's a vision. It's just something that's in my head. You know, you're daydreaming. You're driving the car and you're daydreaming. If I won the lottery, I would invest a big portion of that, about 50% of it, and I would come out with an entire new line of slot cars. I would come out with a set. I would advertise in every major city, okay, about slot cars. I would even maybe pay for a Super Bowl ad. Okay, because I know that every man in this country that's between the ages of 35, maybe 40 to 70 would all of a sudden say, you know what? I remember a slot car set when I was a kid. I want one. And so I'm going to sell 40, 50 million slot car sets. That's the potential of this market right now. This market has no end, okay? That's why I'm so excited. All you have to do is go to our website, Protinkertoys.com. Go right now, Protinkertoys.com. Check out the new item, sneak peek, coming soon, the Golf Bel Air. Baby, This thing is coming to you now, man. Coming to you now, baby. Oh, it's a coming to you now, baby. Coming to you now, baby. It's coming to you now, baby. Oh, yeah. And so, you know, right now we have, let me just count how many guns I'm out of stock on. Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. We are out of we are out of stock on 27 different cap guns from Goner. We are out of stock. That means we have 0. Okay? That means I don't have any to sell them. Okay? 27. Okay? I mean, it is absolutely a beast. And I look at it. My cap guns are, oh man, they smell so good. I just love the smell of cap guns. And I look at all that we have and all that we've done and all that we could do and all that we could be. And I look at all you guys and I look what you could be and what you could do and what you could been. And I look at, oh man. Oh, that smells so good. Smells so good. Well, you know, it's just the way it is. So I called the high school yesterday because David's been picked on by bullies. 5 of them. 5 bullies. Xavier, Jason, let's see, Jason, Xavier, Colin, and they just been picking on David. And the problem with Elmwood, and this has been a problem with Elmwood for ever since we've lived here, is they don't crack down on the bullies. Yeah, they've never really have. Even in high school, the problem is I fought back in high school. I got into 3 fights in high school, and they never picked on me after the fights. Okay, now I was 6'2", and I didn't tolerate it. But I called the principal yesterday of the middle school. I said, listen, here are the things that they've been doing to David. Okay, kicking him, pushing him, stealing his stuff, blaming him for sexual things that he never did. Okay, and stealing his notepad and stealing his notebook, writing things in it that obviously David didn't write. Okay, all these things, and then he's the one that gets in trouble for fighting back. Okay, I go, that just doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm furious actually. And that's what I told him. It says, I'm furious. And he said, well, we're gonna look into it. I said, you better do more than just look into it, my friend. Because to me, this is totally unacceptable. The problem with bullies is a bully needs to be punched in the face just once and they don't bully anymore. Okay? And that's why Nate doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled because of bullies. Now, Nate should have just popped one of them in the face one day, and that'd have been it,
Why I am homeschooled.
Why? Because you did it?
Yeah.
You popped a bully?
I did it a few times.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nate actually popped the bullies, and they homeschool now because they wouldn't, and that's the problem with Elmwood. I'm telling you, it's been a problem with Elmwood for 25 years. It's probably been with Elmwood the whole time. But they've got the worst faculty. I mean, these people, they are clueless. You know what they do? They live in this Everybody is wonderful, a bubble. Oh, it can't be my problem, Billy. Billy can't be that problem. Oh, really? All right. You got cameras everywhere. You can't tell me you're not seeing what's going on around here. Okay. I told David, I said, next time this kid comes up to you and bullies you, let's say he does something in the hallway, okay? He takes something or knocks it. David should just stand there right there and just go, and as loud as he can, go, Xavier, the next time you do that, I am going to the principal. And I don't care if you think that I'm a tattletale, you're a bully and you're a jerk. And you see how many times Xavier does that. I guarantee you he won't do that many times after that because he'll feel embarrassed. There's one thing about a bully, he doesn't like to be embarrassed. Agree with you. Oh, good. Everybody agrees with me. Kids are mean, but that will make him tough. A school is woke. Oh, school is so woke, it's sick. We've got our furries. We've got our boys that have to be furries or girls that have to be furries. We have to be, he, thee, shem, hem, shem, wem, dem, dem, wan, da, da, dar. Oh, man. Does that smell good? Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, so I'm having to deal with David like that. David's petrified to go back to school, okay? And I told him what he has to do. And this is exactly what Dave was told. He got in a fight because a bully was picking on him, and so he stuck up for himself, and he was suspended for 2 days. How does that make any sense? It doesn't, because the bullies always, it's like bullies always, they bully, they negotiate, they move ahead, and then they bully again. Then they negotiate, they move ahead, and they just keep until somebody just goes in there and just slaps the crap out of the kid. That's the only way it stops. Get David into wrestling. He was into wrestling, but he can't wrestle because of his heart. Okay? And I was trying to get him into golf. I want to try to go. I think he'd be a good golfer. I'm going to take him golfing this summer. We're going to take the clubs with us to Myrtle Beach. We're going to go golfing 2 or 3 times in Myrtle Beach. And so I'm going to take him to Myrtle Beach this year, this time. Or I'm going to take the golf clubs to Myrtle Beach this time. School is woke. David is wrestling. And it's sick. I'm telling you. Okay, I telling you. Call the bikers, the Patriots guard riders. There's 5 kids that have been picking on him. 5 kids. And David can be a jerk. I will admit, David can be a little cocky, okay? But you know what? He's not that tall. David is a short kid. So, but there's no reason for 5 kids. And then, so he knew these 2 girls before he was going to school, because this is the first year he's going to school. And he knew these 2 girls, and he was sitting with them at school. And so the guys were picking on him for knowing the girls and all that. Well, guys, I mean, if you're a guy and you got girls all over you, well, that means that you must be, these other guys, the other boys must be a bunch of ugly toads. Send Frank the tank to handle them. Call them and have them walk around school. Get a lawyer. Call the bikers. Okay, call the biker, the Patriot Guard Raiders. Hey, Siri, what is the Patriot Guard Raiders? Hey, Siri, what is the Patriot Guard Raiders? I got expelled for beating up my gym teacher. Well, you really shouldn't do that, James. I got expelled for beating up my gym teacher. Writers. Oh, Patriot Guard Writers. Oh, okay. Patriot Guard Writers. Okay. Hey Siri, so come here for a second. So what happened then? So this bully then picked on you twice, or explain to me what happened.
No, it was 4 different people. It was 2 times at Elmwood, and then I went to BG schools before Elmwood, and I was a chubbier kid, so I used to
You're what?
a chubbier kid.
You were a chubbier. I know you were chubbier when you were younger.
Yeah, so
You were much
yeah.
when
I used to get picked on it for a lot, and then
for that
yeah.
for being chubby.
And then I ended up getting into 4 fights, and then the 4th one, my parents were just like, "Oh, well, you can just do homeschool." So,
Wait a minute. So why were you getting into the fights? Because the bullies were calling you names. So because you defended yourself, you were.
yeah. The kids that bullied me about being fat never got in trouble, but I got in trouble because I beat them up. So.
Yeah, see, they never do. The bullies never they're always the ones that are the, oh, it gets me so mad.
It's unbelievable.
See, and I didn't tolerate, when I was in high school, you know, I was a beanpole. I was 6'2", but I was a beanpole. I weighed 155 pounds. So you imagine this, just absolutely just nothing but just straight. And I was constantly, I was the kind of the clown, the class clown. But there was a kid that sat behind me. I always tell this story. There's a kid that sat behind me in English, and he was always flapping me in the back of the head. He'd go like this, you know. And one day I was just sitting there. I'm sitting there, and I said, "Please stop." He kept going like this. I said, "Please stop." And then I took this hand right here as hard as I can. I just went, whap, hit him on the side of his face. It just red, and the teacher turned on. What happened? Nothing. He never did that again. He never flipped me in the back of the head, and actually never picked on me ever again. And that's the problem. Is a lot of these bullies, they need to be beaten up, really. And I know one kid in junior high, when he goes, "Okay, let's go after school. Meet me after school." He was always just a jerk. I said, "Okay, fine, all right, fine. I'll go." And I said to my friend Greg, because he was with me at the time. He said, "I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to be there." And he never showed up.
Never showed up.
He never showed up.
I think he was scared.
Well, no, they are. Bullies are scared. They don't want to be confronted. That's why the best movie, I'm telling you, the best movie that was made in the 1980s was called My Bodyguard. Have you ever seen the movie My Bodyguard?
No, I don't think
Go see it. It's on YouTube right now, My Bodyguard. And it's got, what's his name in it? He's a popular actor now, but he was a huge kid when he was younger. Just mammoth. But anyways, it's a good movie about bullies.
I'll have to watch it.
It's called My Bodyguard. If you guys ever seen that movie, My Bodyguard, great movie about bullies, okay? Guardian Angel Biker Club. Fictional name. Yeah, Joe. Sounds like Daddy gotta fight his battles. There is other clubs for stuff like this. I got expelled for beating up my gym teacher. Well, James, you really don't want to beat up your gym teacher. All right, so it's hard pushing cap guns right now because I'm out of them. That's the problem. I'm almost out of cap guns. I don't have any the only rifle I have, okay, which is the same as the 97, which we still have. I was looking over here and I thought, did we sell out? I don't know. Is the duck rifle. So the duck rifle is basically the same as the 97, the duck rifle. Okay, and it's an 8-shot or 12-shot. That's the one I'm always shooting here, is the duck rifle. And I still have these in the Paris manufacturing. They're the ones that did it, the Paris manufacturing. And then we have the golden rifle. This is one of my most popular, the golden rifle. I'm probably not supposed to show those because I'll probably get... So this is another, the big, the Betsy, the old Betsy. This is a cool one. Kentucky rifle. We finally got the Kentucky rifle in. This thing is sweet. This Kentucky rifle. Civil War musket. We've sold a lot of those. The Civil War musket. That's an entire line that we've never had. Is all the wooden guns. Matter of fact, I've never done a video on that. I think I'm going to do a video on that right now. Now I can't do it to where YouTube can see it, but I can do it. How do I do this? Yes, I used to buy. I used to pay people $20 if they could beat up Ryan. Now Ryan wasn't a bully, okay? Ryan wasn't a bully. He knew how to take care of himself, okay? And Ryan is, he used to do a couple. What do you call that? So Mandy hasn't had the baby yet because she's talking to us. So Mandy is in the hospital. Her water is broke, and she is watching me. I feel so loved. Is that my daughter-in-law is in the hospital right now getting ready to give birth, and she's watching moi, her father-in-law. I feel so loved right now. I feel so loved that my daughter-in-law is commenting about me, watching me on her while her legs are straddled and getting ready to pop Maverick out. Okay. We need to pull these down, and somebody needs to run down to the shed upstairs and get the box of fluorescent tubes, and we need to pop those things open so we can. You don't have to do it now. Just lay them right there. Is that Mac? Mac is probably running. Uh-oh, what happened there?
I'm not sure. I don't think Mac's coming in today.
No, because Ryan, he's probably running the mattress store.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Mandy, we've been telling all of our nurses about you. Yeah, baby. So Mandy is about ready to give birth, and Las Vegas. Las Vegas is calling me. Yes, Las Vegas, go. The ASD show, yes. How you doing? Yes. Love the show. I'm going to be going with my buddy. He's IMAX. He's going to Vegas. Yes, I'm coming down there, but I'm not coming down with as myself. I'm coming with Bill at IMAX. He's already got a booth there. Yes. Well, it's not perfect, but it's good. Vegas is kind of imploding. You might want to find a new place to do the show because Vegas, I hear, is imploding. Let them know that. Let them know that nobody wants to go to Vegas anymore. You know what you should do it? You should do it in Florida. Everybody's doing things in Florida. They've got a huge convention center yes, good grief. That thing is huge. You know, that was the last convention I did in 2019. I did the IAPA show for oh my gosh. They literally had roller coasters built inside this thing. I'm thinking, how can you have a roller coaster huge? Well, that was right before COVID. It was 2019, December of 2019, and the place was filled with Chinese. And then right after that, 2020, COVID hit. Can you believe that? Now, does that sound coincidental or not? Unbelievable. No, you don't think so? Anyways, yeah, I'm coming to ASD. We used to do the show, but it's just we're not at the point of wanting to do it again. So I'm going to see how this show is with Bill and see how it is with him, or we might just start doing a split booth. He's going to give me a little bit of his space. But yes, I'm coming. I'm going to stay at the Circus Circus. It's the cheapest hotel in Vegas now. Everybody complains about it's being the worst. I always like it because it's cheap. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm not going to pay $400 for a room, when I could get it for $59 at the Circus Circus. I mean, even though the Circus Circus has been there since, Diamonds Are Forever with James Bond. You've seen that one, James Bond, Diamonds Are Forever. He did it in Circus Circus. It was just brand new, based 65 or 69, I think. I'm giving a lot of history. You're probably saying, why is this guy talking? He just doesn't shut up. Every second? Where are you from now? Oh, you're in Vegas? Oh my gosh, you're in Vegas. But don't you see? Don't you see? Is it just me, or is Vegas? You know what I've heard is in Vegas is just they're nickel and diamond people. Would you say that's the case? They're nickel and diming everything. I mean, come on, where are the buffet? You can't afford a buffet anymore. I mean, really, how much is a buffet? You're taking all these gambling. You know what it is? It's all these corporations. They're a bunch of greedy twits. You can't afford a buffet. I mean, what is it? A buffet? No, I know that. I mean, give me a break. Bring the buffets back and you'll have millions of people coming back and gambling. Unbelievable. Anyways, all right, but I'm going to come and we're going to have a lot of fun, okay? What's your name? Nora, are you going to be there at ASD? Okay, just look for a big, tall guy that's kind of ugly. Well, I know, my wife doesn't think. I'll have a big yellow shirt on that says Protinkertoys.com. And, I'll get you some Chick-fil-A, okay? I'm going to look for you, Nora. I am going to specifically look for you at the ASD show, Nora. What? March. There's March and August. Well, yes, we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, bye. All right, so that is the ASD show. I'm going to do that with Bill. Never stop talking. You're doing the same. Oh, I never stop talking. Before you go, Bryan, get a haircut. Well, I want to get my perm done. Really, I want to talk to my Jelly or Mandy says I need to get this gel stuff. You need to get some salon gel for perms. It will still dry fluffy, but the product will help define the curls more. Yeah, I need to do something. Stop talking. You're doing the same. Before you go, Bryan, get a haircut. The pigs flirt over the same dish that everyone has. Hans, the food. We got it. Poor girl. They try to pay people to beat Riot up in high school. Oh, I used to pay guys. We were at this fairground in Bradner one day, and I was telling people because I was selling stuff, and I said, I'll give $20 anybody can beat up my son. I mean, Ryan wasn't a bully, but he didn't allow people to pick on him, and he would, wrestle. He would beat him up. The afro. You need Afro Sheen in gel form. Okay, Billy Bob's now an expert on hair. It's amazing. He's always trying to outdo me, I think. But there's one thing about Bryan Young is you cannot outdo Bryan Young. Okay. Now I want to do a video on some guns, on all these wooden guns that we have, and the only way I can do that is to turn the camera so you guys can't see me, but you can hear me. All right, so let's do a video. I got to go here to here, here. I got to go here. Start over. 3 minute. Okay, it's Bryan Young. And, we carry a lot of cap guns and a lot of toy guns. But we are now carrying a lot more of the old wooden guns. And these are from World War II, not World War II, but these are like Civil War. They're muskets, a lot of muskets. This is the old Betsy. Okay, this is all made of wood. No plastic in this thing, all wood. This is the old Betsy. We also have a saddle, double saddle gun. Look at this, double saddle. And then we have the another saddle gun. This is something you would be on a wagon train. Just a simple all wooden gun. And then our most popular cap gun is our golden rifle. This is all solid gold, not a stitch of plastic other than the yellow tip. And this is an 8-shot cap gun. The golden rifle, one of my favorite rifles. We've sold thousands of these. Plus we have muskets, okay? Wooden muskets, no plastic. Then we have brand new. These are brand new. This is the Kentucky rifle, okay? And we have we also have the Kentucky rifle in the wooden rubber band gun version too. So this is the Kentucky rifle, and this is Magnum Enterprises, the Kentucky rifle. Okay, same type of gun, but this is all wood. Both of them are all wooden, but this is rubber band, and this is single shot caps. Okay. Then we have the Civil War musket. This is a Civil War musket. Okay, brand new. These are brand new at Protinkertoys.com. Civil War musket. And then we have the Kentucky rifle. And then we have just regular saddle guns. And we still have the duck rifle. This is the gun that I shoot off a lot in the store, is the duck rifle. This is the most popular rifle that I have, is the duck rifle. It's a 12-shot cap gun. And this is the key one right here. You want to get a great cap gun? The duck rifle right here. Item number, I think it's 7722 or something. 4732. And those are most of our wooden rubber band guns, or wooden guns. We have a ton of a line of wooden guns. We have a lot of the Magnum Enterprises wooden guns. Everything from the Trailblazers to the SWAT to the everything. Everything is available at Protinkertoys.com. We are selling cap guns and wooden guns faster than we can stock them. Only at Protinkertoys.com. Okay, so that was a good video. That was a good video. That was a good 4-minute video. All right, now what we got to do is upload it. Upload the video. Uploading the caption. I'm going to do captions, but they never got it right, though. They never get it right. Stagecoach Dudgel Barrel, yes. Bryan Young. And, we carry a lot of cap guns, a lot of toy guns. But we are not. Okay, it's Bryan Young. I don't know why they always have my name spelled the wrong way. Always. Always spelled the wrong way. Young, and we carry a lot of cap guns. So we're running into a big event here coming soon. I don't know if you guys know about it, but well, first of all, Billy Bob, let's make it very clear. NASA doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. They're not going to launch the Artemis 2 because there's a secret that I'm going to tell you right now. They have a fuel problem, okay? And unfortunately, it has to come off the pad. It has to go back into the vehicle assembly. They have to take the whole unit apart, and they have to replace this whole fuel system that's in the Artemis 2. It's a big debacle, okay? wooden cap guns and wooden rubber band guns. Available now. Unfortunately, the Nassau, they really don't know what they're doing. Unfortunately, the amount of the skill and the intelligence of the engineers at Nassau are really kind of, let's be clear. They're shy of a brick. Okay, they really don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeehaw, cowboy! I'm sure that's going to get Billy Bob upset. Billy Bob. I'm sure Billy Bob's not going to like to hear that, okay? Billy Bob, you know more than me. We're fixing our own fuel problems. Yeah, poor Nassau. No, what the problem is, I'll tell you the problem with Nassau right now. It's very simple. It's over-engineering. They want to fix every problem. So there's no risk. They want to take the risk out of. Here's what they want to do. They want to take the risk out of going into space. Like, I'm trying to think. Okay. How does that make sense? You're trying to take. Okay, so we got that video done. Now we're gonna post it on all the channels. Wow, wooden rubber band guns. Get them now at Protinkertoys.com. Protinkertoys.com. All right, so we got that one done. Now we move on to, now we go to X. Wow, wooden rubber band guns at Protinkertoys.com. Wow, wooden rubber band guns, cap guns, everything toy guns, available now. All right, so we got that done. We're going to post that. Now we get out of there. We go over here. Now we're going to go to True Social. Wow, wooden rubber band guns, cap guns, everything toy guns, only available at the greatest toy store on earth. That's what we need to be is. We need to be the greatest toy store on earth. We really do need to be. We need to be the place where everybody goes for everything. You know what I'm saying? Nate agrees. The greatest toy store on earth has the greatest collection of toy guns. Because nobody wants to carry toy guns. Nobody. Because they're all a bunch of leftists. Okay? They're all a bunch of leftists. They will not carry guns because they think kids should not have toy guns. But the Hollywood, and they're the biggest hypocrites because they're the ones. They're the ones. They're the ones.
You do. Remember?
I know him.
You do.
Bigfoot.
There's no such creature as Bigfoot. Read the card. It tells you that no such creature as Bigfoot has ever been found.
Hence the exhibit.
I know him.
You do.
First of all, the government doesn't have any money.
Here, I like this. Listen to this.
First of all, the government doesn't have any money. Only people have money. The government only gets money by putting its hand in your pocket and taking it out. And first of all, the government doesn't have any money.
Doesn't have any money.
Only people have money.
Only people have money.
Government only gets
Take
money
money.
by putting its hand
in your pocket.
and
That's the
taking
only
it
way government gets is by money to them.
out. First of all, the government doesn't have any money. Only people
Friedman,
have money.
the greatest economist ever. Mildred
Government
Friedman.
doesn't have any money.
The probably the smartest person ever is Mildred Friedman. Okay, absolutely amazing. Snugs, Bugs, Slot Car. Snugs, Bugs, Slot Car. Who's Snugs, Bugs? You probably sell cab guns in Minnesota. I do. I sell them everywhere. Remember, the astronauts got killed. The rocket blew up. Well, no. Well, first of all, let me explain to you a lot of things. Okay, first of all, in Apollo 1, it caught fire, and they knew what the problem was. It didn't explode; it just caught on fire. And then the shuttle is because of an O-ring. They weren't watching O-rings. Now, can that be fixed? Yes, it can be fixed. Okay, how do you fix it, Bryan? How do you fix it? Well, you know what? You have to have, and that's the same thing with submarines. The Thrasher, which was a submarine that we were taught the Thrasher when I was in the Navy, and it sank because of an O-ring. Okay, and that's why O-rings had to be, every aspect of an O-ring has to be checked. If that O-ring is going to go from, here's the inside hull, here's the hull, here's the outside water, here's the inside to the hull. That O-ring that connects that valve to the outside, that O-ring has to have 1,000 tests before it's certified to be able to, and they only last so long. Who's selling the new AFX? What do you mean the new AFX? Great new stuff from AFX. Well, we've got new stuff from AFX. We have the new they have a new police car coming out from AFX. I haven't really made a mention about it yet because I haven't really wanted to promote it yet. Plus, it's not out yet. Thank you, Professor Young. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, we have to transition to something very important. We have to transit into something fun. We have to transit to something fun. We have to transit to something fun. Now we are about to embark on a fabulous journey, okay? And it is donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time with Bryan. It's donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time with Bryan. I'm going to have 4 instead of 3 today. Because I don't want these to go bad, because these are going to get hard. It's donut time with Bryan. Now, everybody knows that at this time of the day, at 11 o'clock, every day between Monday through Friday is donut time. And it's a donut time. It's time for me to talk. It's time for me to reminisce, and it's time for me to enjoy my show with my customers. Yeah, see, Billy Bob's obsessed with AFX for some reason, and I let him do that because he likes it. Okay, now we're going to have our Mexican Coke. Check this out. This is our Mexican Coke. It's been in our freezer all night long. It might be cold, okay? It might not be, but we're going to find out here. All we have to do is turn it up. And it will, oh man, it's close. It's close. It's almost cold enough to freeze. Oh boy. Yeah, the problem, I know what Billy Bob's talking about is the police car with all the electronics. that just drives the price of the car up again. You know, it's just like, how much electronics do you want in these cars? You know, really, seriously. Um, they have a new Super International. We're going to get more of those. But the police car. So just give you an idea how much this police car is going to cost. You should start your own channel there, Billy Bob. The problem is, here's what people don't understand about AFX. And it's hard to talk to Billy Bob because I guess he doesn't have anything bad to say about AFX. Okay. So I really can't talk to him about AFX. The problem with AFX of Race Masters is that retailers like me, we can't make any money with it. I have to discount it so much that I'm not making any money on it. And so there's no reason to promote it, okay? And he doesn't have any matte pricing. And I've told him to do matte pricing. We've told him for the last 2 years to do matte pricing, but they don't want to do matte pricing. And when you have retailers like RC Superstore that is selling AFX cars, you know, for a ridiculous discount, you know, what do you do? You know, what do you do? You know, what do you do? What do you do? $22, 157. Yeah, see, it's not on the price sheet yet. I can't order it yet. Police interceptor. Oh. That's the problem. Race Masters has priced their cars so high that if you retailed the cars to where they should be, your average AFX car would be $59.99. That's where the retail should be, $59.99. And Well, you know what? You know what, Billy Bob? I'm going to call Steve when we get done with this live stream. I'm going to ask him if he said that. Okay. I'm just going to see if you're telling the truth, Billy Bob. You know, I'm going to see that. I'm going to see if that he doesn't like working with me. If he doesn't like working, I'm gonna see if he said that. Okay. I'm just going to see if he said it. I'm just going to see. I know him. I know Steve. I'll call him. I'll call him when I get done here. So I'm gonna call Steve Russell at Auto or Racemaster or AFX, and I'm gonna see if he doesn't like to talk to me. I'm just gonna see it because Billy Bob says that, you know, that he says he doesn't like working with me. Okay, let's see if he's true. Here, I'll give him a call right now. Okay, I'll give him a call right now. Let's see, Steve Russell. Let's see, Steve Russell. I'll just send him a text message. I'll say, hey, Steve, I'd like to have a talk with you next week or maybe later this week when you have time. Thank you very much. There, we'll just see. We'll just see if Steve doesn't like me, okay? Because I don't like when somebody says that, okay? I give up sometimes. I really do. I give up sometimes. You know what? I didn't say he doesn't like you. He doesn't like doing your business for you. Doing my business for me. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I've never asked him to do my business for me. I just asked him to have mat pricing so retailers can make money. Okay. That's the problem with AFX is that everybody is bastardizing the pricing and nobody can make any money. And, you know, if you want to sell your product to retailers at virtually what you paid for it, you know, go ahead and do that. I'm not. You know, that's why I'm doing cars like this that nobody else has. Okay, now you can do your own car and make it like this, then put where your money is, okay? And yes, I'm upset right now. I will admit I'm upset because sometimes Billy Bob says some things that really piss people off, okay? He's got no couth. He's got no sense of direction of what he says. I don't know how he survived as an engineer, honestly. I really don't, okay? You need to read that correctly. That's half the problem here at the time. No, because I'm tired of people. I'm moving on. All right, so well, I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to You know what? Let me tell you something right now. There's only one way to really get me pissed off, okay? There's only one way to do it, okay? There's only one way to piss me off, okay? And that is to insult my integrity. Hey Siri, what's integrity? If you want to have a talk tomorrow in the afternoon would be great. 1 or 2 o'clock. Thanks. So, it is I have been doing this for longer than any of you have been watching this live stream, or that are watching right now. I have been doing this longer than anybody. Okay, I've been doing it since 1996. Okay, which is 30 years or 40 years. No, 30 years. So it's not that I come to this. Not that I come to this in an ignorant fashion. Okay, I've been doing it longer than any of you have. Okay, any of you. I don't care who you've been out there. I've been doing it longer than Bob Beers. Bob Beers is just a collector. He just buys stuff. That's all he does. Okay, I've been in the manufacturing. I've been in the sales. I've been in the distribution. I've traveled the country more than any person in the country. Yes, I'm proud of that. I'm extremely proud of it. Okay? That I've driven to every single retailer in this country. Not once, not twice, but 5 times. And I'm extremely proud of it, and I'm extremely boastful of it, because nobody has done it other than me. Okay? And I have talked to every retailer in this country. Okay? And I take what I take it yeah, go ahead there, Bruce.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I want to place an order.
He wants to place an order. Hey, Nate. Oh, wait a minute. Here, can you call? All right, let me, there's 2 phone numbers, okay? And
I got them both. I called the other one.
yeah, call the other number. I'll have Nate pick up, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Hey, Nate, pick up.
All right.
Bruce is going to call for an order. So I do this there's some people, and I'm not gonna knock Billy Bob. Billy Bob is just he's very excited about things. He's an engineer, and he thinks he's just that whatever he says, that's the main thing, and and that's fine. If he wants to do, I don't care. Then get your website built up, okay? But don't come in the last year and say that you're an expert, okay? And say that everybody else is not experts, okay? All right? That's what really upsets me the most. If I had to really too bad said. And Rod Rodriguez has zero tolerance for Billy Bob, as you can see. Now, Rod Rodriguez, we don't want to insult people, so I would appreciate, Rod Rodriguez, if you would apologize to Billy Bob and tell him that you're sorry for calling him buttface. Could you please not do that, Rod Rodriguez? I am a toy store owner, and I'm the let's see. I am a toy shop owner, and I'm the greatest toy shop owner in the world. That's right. That's it. Billy Bob. Oh, by far, I'm no expert. I just build cars, and that's great. You like to build your cars, okay? And some people, it's just the way it is, people. It's just the way it is. You know, we've been down this road so many times. Hey, wait a minute. So I got a hold of Steve Russell at Toy Fair. I didn't go to Toy Fair this year. I was going to go to Toy Fair, but I just didn't want to go to New York. I don't want to support New York. I didn't want to even be near New York because of the trash and all the crap that's going on. I just didn't want to go to New York. So I didn't go to Toy Fair, okay? If I have to go to Toy Fair to get any information from Auto World or from AFX, you know, I wasn't going to go. Yeah, hey Siri, when was the New York Toy Fair? I think it was this weekend. I think it was last weekend. I think it just ended. No, the 14th through the 17th. Now, why isn't he in New York? Oh, it's next week. Should I go? Should I go to Toy Fair? Guys, should I drive to Toy Fair? It starts the 14th. It starts the 14th. It starts Monday through Thursday. I used to do that show every year. It starts Sunday through Tuesday. Sunday through Tuesday. And I would have to leave on Friday. What do you think? You think I should go? Yeah.
Can I ride my dirt bike?
No, you cannot ride your dirt bike.
But all the snow's
No, it's not. All right, goodbye. We have neither seen it on the channel. Does it open up everybody's iPad? Is everybody's iPad open up when I say, hey Siri? Okay, now, Rod Rodriguez, I'm going to time you out if you don't say, I'm sorry, Billy Bob, for calling you butthead. You have to say it just like that. I'm sorry, Billy Bob, for calling you butthead. You have to go to that toy fair. We have never seen it on the channel. It would be cool content. Oh, I don't want to go. Do you know how many times I've been to New York? Do you know how many times I've been to New York? It's just, I dread it. I dread going to New York. It's just, it's a cesspool right now. It's an absolute cesspool. Please time me out. Okay. All right, Rod Rodriguez. I'm going to time you out. Let's see here. Go to the channel. Moderator put user in timeout. I'm going to put him in timeout for 10 seconds. Rod Rodriguez, you're timed out for 10 seconds. Rod Rodriguez is out for 10 seconds for calling Billy Bob a butthead. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't want to go to Toy Fair. Oh my goodness, I don't want to go to Toy Fair. Oh, it would be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare to go to Toy Fair. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could go for one day and walk the show one day. Because I mean, that would probably be the best thing. I know I don't want to go. No, Brian. Oh, I don't want to go to New York. Oh, it's just a cesspool. You know, the last time I've been to New York was 2020. COVID. That was the last time. I have not been to New York since 2020, February 2020, New York Toy Fair. That's when I interviewed Greg. I interviewed Bob Lowe. I interviewed Scale Electric, Dave Kennedy. I was selling the cab guns there. That was the last Toy Fair I did was 2020. The Chinese pavilion was not there because COVID they already knew what it was. They killed half their own population. Unbelievable. I appreciate that, Mr. Tinker. Thank you. Please go. No law and order in New York. No, that's why I don't want to go. Please go, and then you can go on your way back. You can come. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going to New York. I will not go to New York. Will not go. The only way that I would go to New York, which I know this is not going to happen, so that's why I'm going to say it. The only way that I would go to New York is if Richard at Auto World would call me and say, Brian, would you please come to to Toy Fair? That's the only way I would come. And I know that's not going to happen, so I can say that. Richard, please invite me to come to New York Toy Fair. There, I just said it. So if anybody's watching this, send that to Richard at Auto World and have Richard call me or text me and say, Brian, would you please come to Toy Fair? That's the only way I would come. What is it now?
Is there any chicken left over from last night?
No, I don't. It might be in the refrigerator. If there is any, it might be.
Okay.
That's the only way that I would go to Toy Fair is if Richard Berry at Auto World would call me or text me and say, if he would text me right now and say, Brian, would you please come to Toy Fair? That's the only way that I would go. Other than that, I'm not going to Toy Fair, period. End of subject. Okay, so let's stop it. Bring crusty pizza now. I don't have... No, I'm not going to take that van to New York City. Are you kidding? There's no place to park it. Please go and so that's the only way that I would go to Toy Fair. New York I don't know why they would ever have the Toy Fair at New York again. It literally is a cesspool. New York has just literally, I don't understand how you can run a city like that. I don't understand it. I really don't. I started going to Toy Fair during Rudy Giuliani days. In 97 was the first Toy Fair I went, 98, 99, 2000, and that he was the mayor. And that city was perfect, basically. Compared now, under Rudy Giuliani, it was perfect. And it's amazing how one mayor can destroy a city and another mayor can build it up. It's quite amazing, actually. So we don't have to worry about me going to Toy Fair. Guys.
Hello, Mr. Young. I hope you're well. I'm calling to invite you to the Toy Fair next week in New York.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brilliant. Hope to
Well,
see you
I
there.
know that's not you, Richard Berry. I know that's not you, Richard Berry. I know that is Adam Hurt making an AI video of me. Unbelievable. Did you get the Ford ban? No. I got the, I can drive miles and miles and miles, says Ryan. No, I don't have a problem driving there. I don't want to go to New York. Unbelievable. No, I just don't want to go to New York because it's a cesspool. Do you know what that means, a cesspool? Okay. And I just don't want to go there. Okay. Yeehaw! Now, let's see something here. Let's see if this airplane will fly. You know what? I got this thing fixed. Now, I have a modified propeller on this airplane. I've got a modified propeller on this airplane. It's from a P-51 Mustang, but the Corsair is basically the same. I mean, it's not going to be that much difference. Well, that's not going to work. Who's been cleaning up the store? Who's been reorganized? Well, did anybody do anything yesterday? No, I'm talking yesterday. What was done? There's a bunch of stuff that was done yesterday.
On these, like, out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah did that Monday.
She did all this on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to have to hit you, but I will. Hey, what is all this stuff? Oh, that's track. Does this stuff still need to be put away? What is this set in car in here?
That was just a
What? Why? All right, let's see if this airplane, this is a nice airplane. Okay, so let me test this. All right, so let's test this. You want to test this? I can't do this full power. I tried flying this full power, but I'm going to just try a half power, okay? You guys ready for this? Because it's a nice day outside. So I'm going to try this outside, okay? Let me put this right to here. I can put this right here. And that will stop it from going any further. Can you guys see everything? Do we have a good picture out here? See, now it's windy outside. I hate flying it in the wind. Low power mode. Uh-oh, my battery is dying. Ah, well, what the heck? I'll try it a little bit. I'll see where it goes. Wow! Holy cow! That works pretty cool. Did you see that, how that took off? That's a nice, these are nice airplanes. It's just a little cold, and I want to fly it on a grassy area. You know what I'm saying? I hate flying it outside in the concrete because I don't want to get it broken. And then I'd rather fly it in the park. There's plenty of room to fly it in the park. And I'm not going to do it in the freezing cold. I'm going to do this later. But that was pretty cool. Wow, that thing just took it. These are, what's their nice is they're just a toss. You just toss these and these things fly. And you just learn to fly. That's what it. And Derek has an airplane. Derek has lots of airplanes. The problem is he doesn't fly enough. And Derek needs to fly more often. And the more you fly, the better you are, okay? Wow. Richard invited him. Oh, he didn't invite me anywhere. Richard did not invite me. Richard's not going to invite me because Richard doesn't even know that no law and order in New York. That's right, Cool Hand. No law and order. You better believe it, baby. No law and order in New York. Do whatever you want. Steal whatever you want. Grab whatever you want.
Beverly Hills is not the United States. That's probably one of the most exclusive and fashionable residential areas in the United States. Prices are going up there faster than the national average. But the house that Tony Quinn lived in increased in value by 2,500% since he lived there. And that's 20,000%. Look at that house. 20,000% over its original price of just $5,000 back in 1924. Now, when we heard those fantastic prices, we sent our consumer expert, David Horowitz, out to Beverly Hills yesterday to take a closer look at that, and here's his report.
Here is the house that Anthony Quinn once lived in. But you know, Anthony's story is not unusual. In fact, it's typical. There are a lot of homes like this one, and people are paying a fortune to live in them. June Scott, who's a realtor in Beverly Hills, is going to take us on a Beverly Hills...
Well, that was funny. That's cool. Long Island's even worse. It's Connecticut. Listen, my dad lived in Connecticut. He lived in Connecticut all through the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. He finally got out of I would go visit him when I was in the Navy because I was in Connecticut in the 80s from 1980 to 1987. And my dad would always tell me how Connecticut, the politicians are destroying Connecticut, and because he was a Republican. My dad was a Republican. And he couldn't stand incompetence, my dad. That's one thing my dad could not stand is incompetence. I remember he lived in New Haven at the time. He bought a fabricated house, and he was working for Stop and Shop. And we went to get pizza, and the pizza was all burned. He goes, "It's amazing." It's amazing my dad talked like this too. We get in the car, we're driving his Plymouth Fury, okay, 1970, probably a 1975 Plymouth Fury, big boat, okay. We get in the car, and the pizza, he looks at the pizza, goes, "Burnt." He goes, because he was in the Navy, or he was in the Army in World War II. He goes, "Yeah, the Italians, they just can't even make pizzas right. They couldn't even win World War II, and they can't even make pizzas right." That's story time with Bryan. Now, I don't have that much of a problem when you talk about that. I just look at things on a bigger perspective. You know what I'm saying there, Pilgrim? I was born, let's see. Story time, Bryan. Bryan is moving to Beverly Hills. That's right. I'm moving to Beverly Hills. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't move to California if you paid me to. California, no way, baby. So yesterday I made this one of our Motor Little City mini buildings, and we've already sold a half dozen of these things. These things are really sweet, and we've got some new ones coming. Okay, and this is the Taylor's Motorcycle Shop, and I'm going to take pictures of our building and send it to innovations, hobby innovation supplies, because I want them to make me a building like that, my building, and we're going to see about getting that done. I was born in Medellin, Connecticut. Moved to North Carolina in 1992. My dad moved to North Carolina in 1999, I think, because I remember going to camping in 2000, and my dad was already down there. He lived in Conway. He moved down there in 2000, and we took the kids camping to. We didn't go to Ocean Lake. It was the campground right next to Ocean Lake, and very similar, nice campground. But I ended up liking Ocean Lake better. And my dad, he came and visited us a couple times when we were down there. I'm going to take the golf clubs this year. We're going to go golfing, and I'm going to have Frankie do a lot of the videos. I'm going to have Frankie in charge of videos. I bought a new camera for Frankie to use, take care of videos. And it's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting show. Okay. And this is going to be a fun trip at Ocean Lake this year. I'm very excited about Ocean Lake. Yes. Adam was supposed to come with us this year, but he wimped out again. I was very disappointed in Adam. He said he was going to come this year, but he just wimped out on me for some reason. We're supposed to be going down on the 22nd. Hey Siri, Ocean Lake Campground.
Thank you for calling Ocean Lake Family Campground. For campsite reservations, please press 1. For help, thank you for calling Ocean Lakes Family Campground Reservations. All teammates are assisting other guests. If you are calling to make a reservation, please hold for the next available associate. If you are calling to make a change to an existing reservation, please have your reservation number ready.
Sandy Mart off Magnolia Lake Circle in the
Sandy Lake.
Guests rave
That's
about
my favorite place is Sandy Lake.
Thank you for calling Ocean Lakes Family Campground Reservations. All teammates are assisting other guests. If you are calling to make a reservation, please hold for the next available associate.
I will.
If you are calling to make a change to an existing reservation, please have your reservation number ready.
Check out our Sandy Shop featuring our mascot, Sandy Starfish. Look for the giant surfboard inside Sandy Mart at the Camptown Center.
Oh man, what happened to the propeller? Ah, shoot.
If you're calling for Ocean Lakes Awning Center or Ocean Lakes RV Center about a new or used RV or to schedule a service call, please call 1-800-226-7716. That's 1-800-226-7716. Or visit our website, olrv.com. Camping guests love our campsites. All campsites are large, pull-through sites along paved roads. Feature 20, 30, and 50-amp electric, water, sewer, Wi-Fi, a picnic table, complimentary 60-channel HD cable TV hookup, and daily curbside trash pickup. Our sites generally accommodate a 40-foot RV with slide-outs on both sides and 2 vehicles. Some are even one. Ask about our concrete pad. Call 1-800-722-1451. Book your campsite reservations online. OceanLakes.com. Although Ocean Lakes is known for its sunny, warm location, our ocean water does grow cold through the winter. But that's just the way our crazy Ocean Lakes polar bears like it. Every year on New Year's Eve afternoon, hundreds of guests gather on the beach to watch our annual polar bear plunge. It's grown to quite a crowd, and our polar bears range from age 4 to 74. We've got the pictures to prove it. So make plans to celebrate New Year's at Ocean Lakes.
Ocean Lakes.
Bring your swimming trunks.
It never rains in Southern California.
Make sure to ask for an Ocean Lakes magazine on your next visit. It's packed full of information about our campground, activities, amenities, and events for the year. Stay in touch with our free app. It features direct dial, park and area info, helpful travel planning, and more. Enable push notifications.
Well, I want to show you one car. Let me put that down a little bit. I want to show you one car on why everybody should buy one of these. Hi there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I can't wait until June. I cannot wait until June. You know that? And I can't remember the my reservation number.
Okay. What's your last name?
Young, Bryan Young. Bryan Young. And I've been there for 10 years, every year, same time. 229 East Main Street in Wayne, Ohio.
All right, I'm emailing it to you right now.
Oh, thank you so much. I think I'm going to have it with... What?
I said you're welcome.
I just can't wait until June. I cannot stand this weather anymore. I'm going stir crazy. The cold is just driving me nuts. And I think I'm going to spend a whole month down there, I think. Now, what are you laughing for? I'm not kidding. I cannot stand this cold. It's been under 20 degrees for the last month here in Ohio, okay? Just so you know, it's literally terrible, okay? And
yeah, I used to live in New Jersey, so that's...
Oh my goodness. Okay, now let me ask you a question real quick while I've got you on the phone. Is anything new this year at Ocean Lake?
Not that I'm aware of.
Nothing that, so everything's about the...
We still have the water park.
Yep.
The arcade.
Yep.
We're going to have food trucks.
You're going to have food trucks this year?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea. Oh my gosh, who came up with that idea?
Oh, I don't know. I guess somebody in the rec center.
So just random people that, have food truck, they're going to be allowed to come in and set up and sell different food then? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, on like Fridays and Saturdays.
That is a great idea. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a huge hit. Oh, geez. That's why I love Ocean Lake Campground. You always can expect something new and exciting. Oh, I can't wait now. Oh, I'm just going to cry. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good...
All right, so I just got, was sent to me. She just sent me the reservation. Ocean Lake, here we go. Ocean Lake Reservation 8111, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so we are there the 20th through the 29th. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I want it to be June 20th. Okay, no, I can't. I got to calm down. All right, so and we are now the site. Oh my gosh, that's right. I've got site 2180. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite site. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm at site 2180. Oh, how did I get that site? Oh my gosh. Oh, you got to be kidding. No way. Are you kidding, Bryan? No way. No. What? 2180? No way. Oh, come on. Come on. Wait a minute. Ocean. Oh my gosh. I gotta double check this. This cannot be true. Oh my gosh. Ocean Light Campground map. No, that can't be. That can't be. You got to be kidding me. Am I? Where is the stupid map? Come on. Oh my gosh, I got 2180. How did I do that? I don't understand how I got 2180. 2180 is the best campsite. Well, it's not the best. It's the best. It's located right next to a bathroom for Kathy. Okay, it's the closest to the pool. It's got great shade. It is the best campsite at Ocean Lake. We had that about 8 years ago. Okay, we've been going to this campground. Just so everybody knows, the first time we went to this campground was summer of 2015. 2015. We've been there 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now this will be 26. Oh gosh, 10 years. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. And we are at site 2180. It is a perfect site. Oh my God. And we had 2181 last year. It was really, and it was, I didn't know if my camper was going to fit, and I did. I didn't know if my awning was going to fit, and it did. And I didn't know if I was going to get 2180. I did. And we've got it from the 20th of April. I got to write this down. Oh my gosh. So we're leaving on the 18th at about noon. So we got to type this in here. Road trip, campground to Myrtle Beach, Ocean Lake Campground ends on the 30th, the 18th. And that's June. So June, the 18th all the way through the 30th. Okay. June 18th through the 30th. Okay. That's when we're going to Myrtle Beach. And I've got some big plans this year for Myrtle Beach. I got some really cool things that we're going to do. And I'm excited about this year's trip. Use Google Earth quick. Who's pregnant now? Mandy is pregnant, and she is still in labor right now. She is still in labor. Her water broke. Now we're just finding out what time Maverick is going to drop into the pan. Okay, so we're just waiting for Gale Force quick. Who's pregnant? Mandy is. Mandy is pregnant, and she's supposed to have a boy. Maverick Wolfgang. Bryan, the campground is banning you this year because you said you talk too much. Because you talk too much. Yeah, King, you still. So, if you want to add some spice to, or some, if you want to add some spruce to your layout, or if you want to add some really cool buildings to your layouts, you can get these innovative hobby supply buildings, photoreal. They're called photoreal buildings. This is the Taylor's Motorcycle Shop. Uh-oh, I got to plug my phone in. Hold on, I got to plug my phone in. Where's my cable? I got to find my cable. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, I got to plug in. Oh, man, I'm going to lose power here in a minute. Just turn that on. We're almost losing power. Okay, that's plugged in. And we're going to lose power on this unit too. I don't know how much we got left on him. Oh, 13%. Yeah, we were almost out on everything. We're almost out on everything. Yeah, James. We can hit him high and watch him fly, or hit him low and watch him go. I don't understand what that means. I'll come by. I'll come by you lunch at Myrtle Beach, and we'll go all the time. All right. Hey, come on by. If you want to come to Myrtle Beach, Ocean Lake Campground, site 2180, from the June to the 29th, come anytime, because I'm going to have my new slot car layout. We're going to be doing demos. Yep, that's going to be the new thing. We're going to be doing videos. Here comes Iceman. Yeah, Mayor, she's in the hospital. She's in the hospital. Almost pushing time. She's almost pushing time. Now, I want to talk about a car that I know a lot of you guys have not bought yet, and a lot of you probably want to know, okay, what's the story behind this car, okay? So, we did a set of cars on the last year that Craig was in, that worked at Auto World. This was the summer of 23, okay, or the winter of summer, the September of 23. This was the last year that Craig worked at Auto World, okay. And I said, because he was always asking me, hey, what else can we do? You got any ideas? I go, yeah, if we could do a 4-car assortment, of 750 of each car, that'd be a great little assortment. Can we do that? He said, sure. I said, what 4 cars? So I came up with the 4 cars. Unfortunately, there was a lot of mistakes done in Auto World. And the assortment was SC3 8069, okay? And 8069 had 3 cars, and all the packaging was done wrong on all 3 cars except for the Bel Air, the Nomad, the gold Nomad, okay? This was the only car that was done correct out of these other 2, okay? Now, the first car, which was car number 1, was the Don Perdone Snake, okay? Now, obviously, this is a very rare car because they can't put Hot Wheels on these cars, okay? So this was a very rare car, believe it or not. It still is, okay? Now, it does not have the item number 8069 on this package, nowhere. It has the item number of the original packaging, which was SC 369, because this came in a 3-car assortment. I don't know if I have any of those left. 369, 69, 62, 68, 70, 68. We're out of them. 368. So we're out of SC369, completely gone. So this is the only car, and so I wanted to do all unique cars. Then the second car of the assortment, which was car number 2, and it doesn't even show. See, this is the only one that's wrong because it says number 1, but it's not the number 1 because the Don Perdone, it wasn't supposed to have number 1 on it. It doesn't even have my logo anywhere on it, so nobody knows this was my exclusive. But it came in the exclusive. So the second car does have my name on the back. It does have 8069, but it doesn't have it anywhere in the front. So this was another mistake. Everything on these cars is a mistake except for this car. This car is the only car that has the front and the back logo, plus it has the correct name, 8069, and it's a 1955 Bel Air Nomad, okay, with the Betsy Ross flame on it. And there were only, normally when I did exclusive, I had to do 1,000, but Craig said, just do 750. We'll do them as an assortment. Then that means 750 times 3 was all 2,000 cars. So we did all 3 of these in one assortment, okay? But for some reason, this car right here isn't the most popular car for some reason, and I think it should be. And we only have 750 of these cars available. Only 750 of these cars available, just so you know. And that was SC. Well, it's not. It's SC 8069, but the first car, Don Pramone, is SC, or no, CP 8069. But the Don Pramone is SC 369. It was a big debacle, okay? And I got a lot of discounts on them. Plus, they, you know, and so we were able to, we don't want to talk about Nassau there. We don't want to talk about Nassau, okay? I don't want to talk about Nassau. Do you understand? I want to talk about Nassau. Okay, so here's the deal. If you go to our website, Protinkertoys, World Exclusives, and on the first page, you can see the Love Set, the GT40s, all the GT40s, plus the semi-tanker. Of course, that's sold out. The car inserts and the Chevy Nomad. Now we don't have the orange Nomad. Yeah, we have the that Nomad. The red Nomad. We don't have the an NASCAR set. We got it for $149.69. All those cars. Low stock, Mayflower. We only have so much of those. 3-car inventory. We're almost out of that. The Robert Fish deal. We got some really nice cars at Protinkertoys. All you have to do is just look, kind of just search for Protinkertoys and see what we've got. We've had a lot of fun things today. You left your left, right, I don't know. But I've been told Eskimo pisses might be cold. Didn't pass on discount. No, we don't. We're not giving a discount. We can only do so much. Wow, that smells good. Holy moly. Didn't pass on discount. I can only buy when deal. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, James Butler. Yeah, I'm sorry, James Butler. Well, guys, I want to thank you for watching the live stream today. I want to thank everybody for participating in the show today. How many people like? I need to get some thumbs up. How many people like the in the shed concept of me being in the shed on Tuesday? How many people like that idea? How many people like the idea of me being in the shed on Tuesday? And if you have ideas that you want me to do, please send me an email or text me. Be very brief. Say, hey, Bryan, I'd like you to do this. I'm neutral. Okay, so King is neutral? Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Boy, you guys are real exciting. Have a great day, Bryan. See you tomorrow. Now, James wants me to sign off. He doesn't want me to talk anymore. James does. He wants me to go kabada. James wants me to just have a nice day. See you tomorrow. You can't make this stuff up. See ya. I love the shed. Like you tinkering, it suits you better. Oh my gosh! All right, we'll see you guys. Alrighty, so we're gonna sign that off. Well, that was a good show. You know that? That was a good show. So, we've signed off. Well, at least I don't have to. At least I signed off, and now I can fire Sarah. I will admit, Sarah, you're doing a good job on reorganizing all that stuff. You did a good job there, so you do get some praise from me a little bit.
I'm trying. It's not finished yet, but
I know it's not. It looks terrible. I'm kidding here. It does look nice, though. You're doing a good job. Nate told me not to tell you that, but Nate's got serious issues. All right, the last thing. Oh, we're still live. Oh, why do I keep forgetting to sign off? Well, we always, last live stream is this. We've got Sarah here. That's Sarah. We got Nate. Has got everything been shipped out, I think. This is an order here.
Yeah, that guy, he put in his notes that he only wanted 164th, but then he ordered to 137.
All right, we'll change them to 132nd then.
All right, yeah.
Or 164th.
Sarah's going to